strong variations start with this move. Expect an exciting developing their knight toward the center in this variation of the Sicilian defense. A sensible and fun developing move. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center, supports the e4 pawn, and controls the d5 square. This move opens the path for your bishop to enter the game. They missed a better way to prepare a bishop for development. That fianchettoed bishop is putting pressure on the diagonal. They made one of the top moves in this position. This lets your bishop step into the game. This move fianchettos their bishop, placing it on a strong diagonal. Your pin restricts your opponent's knight. They castled kingside, placing their king in a safer spot away from the center. This move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center. Their pawn attacks your bishop, kicking it out of its current position. A good choice to move your threatened bishop. Their bishop moves into the game. Castling on the same side of the board as your opponent is a solid choice. Their best option was to connect rooks. You recaptured. They are right on target. Good job, that's what I would have played too. I like their choice. You are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow. You get a chance to capture. Taking that pawn will win material for you after the follow-up trades. Their best option was to recapture a piece. You exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. Your better option was to kick a knight. You permitted the opponent to kick. Their best option was to kick a knight. You are threatening to tactically win a rook. You are going to lose your pawn to this fork. You stopped your opponent from being able to win a queen through a fork. They missed a better way to capture a free pawn. That was a strong discovery, and you'll win material. They've created a chance to fork your pieces and win material if they continue correctly. This wins a pawn. Your opponent missed a chance to win your knight, but the position was losing. You allowed the opponent to win a knight through a fork. You overlooked an opportunity to eventually win a rook. Your opponent's move wins your knight. A logical capture. Your opponent set up a fork, which will win your knight. A good choice to move your threatened queen. Taking your vulnerable knight. You recapture the piece. They kick your bishop with a pawn, forcing it to move. This moves your bishop to a safer square. This move is dropping a pawn, though it doesn't change their losing position. Great use of a discovered attack to win material. Takes back. You captured that free pawn, defending their hanging pawn. This move wins a pawn. They played one of the best moves here. Nice, you capture a vulnerable pawn, winning material. A straightforward recap. A clear recapture. They made one of the top moves in this position. You found a safer square for your bishop. I like their choice. You've pinned your opponent's knight, which restricts it. Decent move, but they had a better one. This is the way to win material. They move the knight to safety. It makes sense to simplify with trades. A clear recapture. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. They played the strongest move available. Passed pawns must be pushed. They played one of the best moves here. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. Precise move from your opponent. Nice, you found a way to win a knight. They are right on target. You recaptured. They made one of the top moves in this position. This is a fine move. I like their choice. In the endgame, the king can become a fighting piece. They played one of the best moves here. Well done, an excellent move. This makes a passed pawn. You didn't let that passed pawn become a problem. Nice job. They played the strongest move available. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. That's playable. You want a pawn for free. Precise move from your opponent. Your better option was to defend a bishop that was... They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. They made one of the top moves in this position. I like their choice. Very good choice. They didn't find the passed pawns. That was the only. You continue the check. They are right on target. Getting closer to the. They played the strongest. You continue the check. They played one of the best. You're still on the road. That was the only move. You continue the checkmate. They made one of the top moves. You're still on the road to. You're continuing down the road to. That was the only move. You did it. Nice checkmate.